It says that it's connecting to YouTube, so hopefully it'll get. Looks like we're up. Okay, I think you guys were good. I hope so.
As the kids say, we are so back.
Yes, and I'm gonna have to totally go through. And of course, I don't know why Studio does this, but a lot of times it will kind of get rid of your default image for whatever particular reason.
Yep, you gotta make sure you save it. Yep.
Okay. Yes, I want to save it. And then also I want to make sure that I do the proper tags because you guys didn't hear it from me, but proper tags is going to be very important coming up soon, boys and girls.
Ooh, how scandalous.
Yes, I know.
What a scandalous update.
Well, they're going to be releasing Search 2.0. So it's important to kind of make sure that that is situated. Okay, so let's see, tools of the trade. Okay, we should be back. Yes, and I can see us now. Yes, success.
We figured it out.
Success.
We did it. All that we had to figure out was that OBS and Discord do absolutely not get along unless you change a whole bunch of stuff.
Yes. Which honestly, I did not think about that, you guys. Normally whenever I do stream, I do it from my laptop computer, which is sitting next to me. But for this program, we're doing this with Ray and stuff. I am not doing that because, we're going to be talking. I'm not really going to be gaming. So we're going to be basically talking about different things that we do as streamers, different tools that we use, different ways of getting our stuff set up. And so let me just try to make sure, because I really do not like the way my camera looks right now. What's up, Glamour?
I'll text you.
Thank you for being patient.
You look beautiful.
Do I look beautiful? Do I?
Beautiful.
My hair, right? Welcome back. But
it's gorgeous.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you guys. We're back. Yes. Okay. Yeah, that's like one of my favorite emotes, Glamour. Which is my favorite emote from Twitch is the tossing of the table. So I needed to get, or the flip the table. So I got this one, which is flipping the Ingram, which is an emote from Destiny 2. Okay, there we are. We're back now. We're up now at 33 people. What's up,
We're
everybody?
so back.
Good morning.
Let's go, Rumble. Let's go. We did it.
Thank you guys for being patient.
Greetings from the South Florida swamps.
Yes.
July 5th, 4th of July Saturday.
Yeah. Then what did you do last night for the 4th? Anything good?
So I barbecued for my family. I did dad life things. I actually posted pictures of my grill full of burgers and kielbasa. And then when we got done doing that, my daughter had a friend over, and they came downstairs all dressed up, and they were like, "Hey, Dad, guess what? You get to do a photo shoot for us by the fireworks. So let's go." And we went and I took photos of my kids last night. So
that's cool. I mean, I know you were doing like lots of family stuff yesterday as we were trying to get together and kind of connect. You guys, it was insane. It was insane trying to get this all put together. And so basically what we learned this morning, and to answer your question, Glamour, the green stuff behind him is stuff that I don't know if you really want to know what it is, but alligator swamp and all that other kind of stuff. He's working secret on location.
No, so hold on. Where's that? So like this green stuff right here, that's like right here I'm pointing at. These are trees that are found in the South that I don't actually know what the trees are called, but Georgia and South, and they have this like green moss that hangs from them. In my family, we lovingly refer to them as Georgia mossy trees.
Georgia mossy trees.
That's what we call them. Yeah, I don't know what they're actually called. That's what my wife and I call them, Georgia mossy trees.
I mean, that's the most important thing, right? If you don't know as a dad, you just fake it till you make it. Your kids would be like, "Wow, that's incredible." I read one guy on Facebook one time. What his dad did is every single time an ice cream man would come down the street and it was playing its music, his kid would be like, "Dad, I want to get ice cream," and he'd be like, "Dude, I'm sorry, but when they play the music like that, that means they're out of ice cream." And the kid thought that for a long time until he was like an adult.
That's so funny,
dude. I know.
We all have things that like little fibs that we tell our children, and eventually they grow up. And like for me, I was way older than I care to admit before I realized it's not actually illegal to turn the lights in the car on in the backseat at nighttime. My dad had me convinced if I turned the lights on, the police were going to pull us over.
That's dope, dude.
I was like,
I do, because my parents did the same thing to me too as well. I still, when I turn a light on while I'm driving, I still like get nervous about it. I don't know why. They just ingrained it into my head. But to let you guys know, is too, one of the new tools that we are implementing now on our show, Tools of the Trade, which we should be doing this every Saturday, 10 a.m. to about 11. It's going to go between a half hour and an hour, kind of depending upon where the conversation goes. The goal is to make it to be like bite-sized pieces of information that you guys can take and you guys can use it in your own streams or your own, content creation journey. That's kind of what we want to do. Sergeant Wilkie, welcome. It's good to see you.
Wilkie, what's up, my friend?
And the reason why I asked Ray to do this with me, as I was saying this as the video was choppy and stuff before, is that he's got a lot of experience in doing production, podcasting, right? Video and lighting and stuff like that, which is why his cameras and stuff always look amazing. Mine look like complete garbage because I come from the opposite side.
Even my cheap one today.
Yes, I know.
Like my fake one.
And so I started doing internet radio, and we were talking about that with, Matrix Online, and they were doing online radio through Winamp. And so I learned how to do all that. I started an online Christian radio station, which aired for about 6 or 7 years. Got to meet a lot of amazing people. Got to meet a lot of.
Which one was it? What was the name of the station?
Voice of Truth Radio.
Okay.
Which a lot of people.
I asked because there's a couple of my. I used to listen to a bunch of online Christian radio, so I didn't know if maybe.
Oh, okay, well that would be a small world if you did.
No, I don't think that one I didn't know. I listened to lots of like Christian hard rock.
Yes,
like online station.
There's a lot of really good Christian independent music, and that's what I kind of focused on because trying to deal with mainstream Christian music, it was, oh my gosh, was insane. What's up, Six? Good to see all you guys this morning. Thank you guys for turning out. And so basically I did all that. I wrote a book on how to do it. Thomas Nelson published it, but you can still find it on Amazon actually, if you look it up.
Dude, I just want to buy your book to have your book.
Yeah, I wish you could. I don't think it's available anymore. So, but it is there. There's a picture. I promise you guys it's real, but they paid me to do that. And so I kind of did that up until 2016, kind of took a break for about a year. And then I found, gaming and stuff. And this is kind of where I'm at now. It's a little bit, I wouldn't say it's less time consuming because of course doing any kind of content creation, as takes a lot of time, set up, to get all that stuff working. And so, that's kind of like where our two backgrounds are. And that's one of the reasons why that I asked him to come on. Cause it's kind of like, a yin and a yang kind of a deal. I'm more of like software side and stuff like that,
And I'm more like lighting and cameras and
I need help. So if by the end of the series, whenever that is, I look better on camera, it's going to be a win in my book.
And then if I know more about the software, we'll come together.
Exactly.
And iron will sharpen iron, and we'll both get better.
Yes. And so to let you guys know what we do, what we're implementing for the program, we want to be able to give back to the Rumble community. And let me show you. Let me show you guys this real quick. I'm going to switch scenes, so I can share with you guys this website. There is a website that I use for all my overlay stuff, and I really, really, really enjoy it. It's called nerdordie.com. And, they've got a big, huge summer sale going on right now, but I use this a lot. You guys, they have different, emote packs, all different kinds of stuff that you can use as streamers. And so what we're going to do is that anytime you guys subscribe to the channel during the show, or you guys do any kind of donations during the show, that's going to allow a spin on the old wheel here with the not rigged slot machine, because it's totally not rigged, to where you get 3 spins for if you donate or if you sub to the channel. And if you do hit a winning combination there on the spinning wheel, then you'll be able to go to nerdordie.com and you'll be able to choose any of the overlay packages that you want. Okay, and that's basically our way of being able to give back to you, and that way then you guys can make some amazing, overlay and stream stuff right there. See, almost. I promise you guys it's not rigged. If I need to make it a little bit sweeter, I can, but.
Oh, you almost.
There we go. I got it. I won. Let's freaking go.
Oh, watch out.
Just like winning on Rumble. Let's freaking go. So that's kind of what that tool is for. And so, we appreciate you guys, and we appreciate, all the support that you guys give to us. And I wonder why the chat does not want to function right there. Okay, come on. There we go. Okay. That, you know what it probably is? Just shut down. There we go. Hopefully it'll keep the chat. Okay. But anyway, thank you guys for being here. Let's see here. And so that's kind of what we're going to be doing with the program. If you guys got any questions at all, or if there's anything that we can do to answer to help you guys out, please let me know. Please let Ray know. His details and his link and stuff like that, if you're not familiar with This Is The Ray Gaming, is down in the description. So make sure you guys click and go throw him a follow. And let me see.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome, dude. I'm just glad you're doing this program with me, dude, because I have, I look at your quality with your camera and stuff like that, and dude, it literally is top notch. I've seen you do multiple interviews now, and your camera always looks crispy, even right now on your freaking MacBook, which is kind of sad because mine looks washed out. I'm on a desktop.
The thing to me too, like I said, I was sharing before the stream went down, like one of my focuses has always been making sure that my audio and my video quality of my streams is elite, or as elite as I can get it to be. And one of the cheat codes it's been for me is that like I'm a photographer by trade and a videographer by trade. So I constantly have old camera bodies lying around. But like I'm also not willing to compromise on the quality of what I put out. So like just in all openness, I have a camera company right now that is like kind of hunting me down and want me to do a partnership with them. And I'm like, that's great, guys, but like your camera doesn't look as good as the camera that I have right now. And so like I'd love to do a partnership with you and like do some giveaways, but like I just can't stream with what your camera is because I'm not willing to sacrifice like
quality,
what we've built and what we've done. And I think that sometimes as content creators, specifically content creators that are like upcoming or on the new side of it, like we have this idea where it's like, oh man, I got to get a hold of any deal that I can get a hold of. Like any brand that wants to work with me got to work with me because it makes me feel like it legitimizes me. I mean, it feels good to have companies that are interested in you, but like we got to be able to stand on our own and be able to know like, hey, this maybe does not positively impact my brand as much as I want to. So I'm talking to them, trying to see if there's a different product that they have or something like that. But like, I'm not going to do things that are going to cheapen my quality just for a partnership or a payout or free gear or whatever those things are. Stay true to what you are, man. Stay true to who you are. And for me, audio and video quality are like, look, I suck at gaming. I have to have something, and my thing is production quality. So
yeah, I know. And it's, for those of you guys that don't know, like I've had the privilege, and Abner, what's up? Good morning. Good to see you. Welcome to the program. Thank you guys all for being here. Seriously, I really appreciate the turnout for this wreck of a first show. Like literally you can game with Ray, and we've been playing PUBG. It's been absolutely great. I feel super honored to be there and hang out with those guys, but you still haven't given me an invite to your group yet. I'm just saying, just throwing out there to the clan. But literally like he can finish streaming and then he's got a montage put together like literally 5 minutes later. And I don't know how the heck he does it so fast. It usually takes me at least an hour to kind of sit down and kind of throw that together. So
I'm just super fast in Premiere, and honestly, just a little shameless plug. I think that's going to be my premium content is going to be me walking through and teaching people how to edit thumbnails the way that I do, how to edit your montages, how to get your how to treat your footage, how to walk through Premiere and Photoshop and that whole Adobe suite.
That'd be good. You got to teach me After Effects. That's one of the ones I would like to learn.
30 years of experience, so I know. Rock it out.
Can you believe we're that young? I mean, it's amazing, right?
Oh, dude. Dude, it's crazy. And it's probably actually 25. I started in the Adobe suite when I was 15. So technically it's 25, not 30. But man, it's a long time. It's a long time. And my very first job, I worked in a print shop for Office Max that never had any clients come in ever. So I literally spent 8 hours a day just sitting at the computer learning how to use Photoshop.
That's great. Because I mean, I've done it like offhanded, like off and on in terms of trying to figure it out. I'm kind of self-taught with everything. I will watch some videos and stuff like that. That's always what's kind of driven me. I'm kind of like a jack of all trades, master of none kind of a deal. You know?
I feel the same way. Yeah, I feel the same way.
And so, I mean, it'd be great for me to learn like After Effects and stuff because like even on this, setup right here, which I did yesterday, I would love to have that line down below instead of it be red, even though it looks good. Maybe be something more like Rumble Blue, something like that, which is kind of, everything that I've done with like RUM-Bot and all that other kind of stuff that I've developed. I have basically made it around the Rumble colors because it's for the Rumble platform. It's for Rumble creators. I mean, why
not?
Yeah,
for sure. For sure.
You know?
Yeah.
So there it is. So hopefully we'll get into that. We're going to be getting into the camera stuff as well. I'd love to be able to get into that on a future episode where we can talk about, you know, what you're going to get for so many dollars. There's a lot of different tips and tricks you can do.
Yep.
To actually maximize your camera quality too. Like if you don't know this already, you can take a picture of your background. This is a little trick I learned from the Stream Doctor. You can take a picture of your background. And then when you green screen yourself out, you take your picture of your background, put it behind you, put a little bit of a blur effect on it, and it'll make your camera look 10 times crispier than what it is. Because it fools your eye into thinking that, you know, you're basically the focus of the shot. It's really wild how you can do that. So I'm not doing that right now, as you can tell.
Or I can teach you how to do it in camera.
Yeah,
so
that's true. So we'll get into that in a little bit later.
Because that's how mine is. Yeah, my where mine drops off behind me, that's real, not digital.
Yeah, I know. And that's, dude, you got a much better view than I do. I mean, what's it like in Florida? Is it hot and pretty muggy or what?
It's super muggy. I'm starting to sweat a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's warm out here.
All right, yeah, I bet. And so one of the things that I do want to touch before we go, of course, we had all these other ideas that we were going to try to do for the program, but the first half an hour basically crashed and burned. And like I said, I want to try to keep these things to between a half an hour and an hour. We want to make it to where it's bite-sized pieces for you guys. You know, because listening to something that's like a half an hour is not too bad. When you start getting past the hour mark, and then it's like, do I really want to invest my time in something that I have to sit and watch for 2 hours and maybe get something out of it somewhere along the way?
Yeah.
And hopefully that'll help us to kind of be focused and to kind of, you know, interact with you guys in the community. And really just a shout out and thanks to everybody. We're up to 117 viewers right now. So thank you guys. Make sure you guys smash that like button and say hi in chat if you would. But when you're new to Rumble and setting up your account, there's a couple of things that you're going to want to make sure you do. And I kind of wanted to walk through this with everybody here. And I think we'll be okay. Well,
this is, and to be clear, this is the conversation that you and I had weeks ago.
Yes.
Like, because I, as a new guy to Rumble, even though I've had the experience to get this stuff on, when I came into Rumble